to break the law, ain't he?
You find Joe Newton these dark nights, out on a dirt road,
Turn them all loose.
downwind from the raccoons, behind the bloodhounds, no longer in front.
Catch 'em, Buster.
Joe Newton was one of the most successful and least known train robbers in American history. Least known, and now the last. He still has the first dollar he ever stole, the first of more than $4 million. Joe Newton survived because he and his 3 brothers made train robbery a business. They knocked over 6 mail cars and more than 80 banks before they were caught. They were in it for the money, not to hurt people.
It was just me and that marshal out there, and I've done run up on him. Well, I went to shoot that sidewalk right out there by him, and it wouldn't shoot. And I'm running across over there to him. I'm going to him, right out the street. Well, as the good Lord happened, well, he'd put a big telephone post, and I was about that far from it. So I stopped real close to it, you know.
Did you ever have second thoughts?
Oh, yeah, nearly every time what is going on. But then you get that money in your pocket, get around, well, you forgot about it.
The Old West was long gone into history when Joe Newton started his trade. The prairie dotted with cities, invaded by Packards and Model Ts. But he became the last cowboy bandit because of a fellow who invented the light bulb. Thomas Edison so loved to play about train robbers that he used it to fix forever the way we would think about the Old West. Edison also invented the movies, and that tale of the train robbers became the world's first Western.
And they gypped us. There was $3 million on it. Yeah.
The Newtons robbed from Mexico to Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan, and confused the lawmen who gave chase by always wearing white hats.
More money, we made more money than Dalton, James, and the Youngers all together. More money.
But you lost it all.
No, we didn't lose it all, we spent it all.
They were finally caught and convicted 60 years ago this fall, after their greatest caper, a $3 million mail train robbery in suburban Chicago. His brother Doc was wounded during the holdup.
And he shot him 5 times?
Yeah.
And Doc was still alive?
Yeah, lived to be 83 years old.
The guy was a lousy shot.
No, he hit him every time.
The gang was arrested, but not before they had hidden the $3 million.
Yes, sir. And we had the money and they had us.
They traded the loot for light prison sentences.
When you got arrested, did you start to think maybe this may not be the life for you?
No, after he got me locked up in the penitentiary, I was sure that wasn't the life for me. Yeah.
Joe served just 1 year, eventually came home, bought a cafe, and veered into a line of prosperous respectability. Not so for Doc. At age 76, he got bored, walked out of a nursing home, and broke into a bank in Bonnie Parker's hometown. He probably would have made it if it hadn't been for a liquor store owner who heard the commotion and called the police.
Now, there aren't many 83-year-old ex-train robbers around. In fact, you're the only one. How did you live so long?
Good, clean living.
Joe Newton, a man who lived his life like a Saturday matinee. For today, Bob Dotson, NBC News, Uvalde, Texas.